But let's bring on board Mr. VP Nandakumar, the MD and CEO at Manappuram Finance. He joins us on the show right now. Mr. Nandakumar, you recently released your business plan for FY19, wherein you plan to grow the AUM at 20%, gold loan book at 10%. How is it that you see the growth segments other than the gold book?
The gold loan, which is closed at 11,750 crores as on March 31st, is expected to grow by 10 odd percentage. The other business, the second largest business, is microfinance, which is around 2,500, is expected to cross 3,500 crores. Housing finance, which is 375 crores, is expected to reach around 750 crores. Similarly, commercial vehicle and two-wheeler, which is around 700 crores, is expected to cross 1,000 crores. And other businesses like lending to NBFCs and other allied lending business, secured lending business, etc., may reach a size of around 1,200 crores. All put together, we expect the AUM to reach around 20,000 crores as at the end of FY19.
Okay, so what are the underlying reasons for your optimistic growth outlook, and what, according to you, would be the key drivers?
Yeah. See, our growth, gold loan growth, all along had been around 10 to 20%. Last year, we couldn't reach because of the demonetization, higher auction, etc., etc. During the first 2 quarters, actually, there was some degrowth. So we came back. Then microfinance also was growing fast. The same demon impact affected microfinance. We reduced the dispersal for some time, in some places suspended. That also led to some degrowth, NPAs, the collection issues. Where we all came, now we have come back, and last quarter we are expected to report profit for MFI also. So this is the usual, this is the expected growth. Similarly, for other businesses also, during some time there was not much growth, so the growth is coming back to the normal situation. So I think it is not very ambitious. I think we entirely believe that this is something reasonable.
Right. You do have sufficient capital. However, how long will the current capital last to support growth?
See, our tier 1 capital itself is over 28%, whereas the regulatory requirement is only 12%. So the tier 1 itself is very high. So we can say we are slightly overcapitalized. Then if at all the capital requirement is there, capital adequacy issue is there in future also, if we see a good growth, then also we have the option of raising tier 2 capital. So I don't think in another 1 or 2 years there is the need to raise capital, unless we go for an inorganic route to acquire mid-sized companies in some of the areas which we are in. So as such, there is no plan to raise capital during the current year.
Right. Media reports suggest that promoters are looking to sell stake in Manappuram Finance. Is there any truth in the same?
See, I have been repeatedly denying that. So there is no change.
Of a stake sale in the next 2 years, sir?
No, absolutely no plan. I have not discussed with anybody at all.
Okay, we leave it at that. Thanks very much for speaking with us and giving us a complete lowdown on how business is shaping up at Manappuram. Mr. Nandakumar, great to have you on the show.